What's up, you guys? It's Steve here, and we are hearing that there could be more checks, but unfortunately, as a result of the massive spread of the new Delta variant across the globe. This is your stimulus check update and your stimulus package update. Now, I always do my best here on the channel just to present to you the latest articles that are coming out, the latest news, and I just share them with you. I try to leave my opinion out because I know nobody wants to hear Steve's thoughts on this, and that is exactly what I'm going to be doing in this video. All the links to all of these articles that have just come out over the course of the last 3 days are all linked in the description below, but I think I can honestly say that the vast majority of people do not want to see lockdowns, even though they could provide more checks. But you guys, I'm just going to share with you the latest. So take a look here. Anybody can look this up for themselves. You go to Google, type in cases in the United States, and here you can see that as of Friday, 122,000 new cases in the United States with a 77 7-day average on an upward trend. And you can see that last year at the same time, we were only at 68,000 cases, and the 7-day trend was actually going downward at 64,000. So we were definitely in a worse situation right now as far as new cases go than we were just a year ago today. And take a look here, Louisiana, they shattered their record with 11,000 new cases over the weekend. And it says on Friday, Governor John Bel Edwards, he stopped short of ordering a new mask mandate, but held out for the possibility that he would do so on Monday today. So this is spreading. We're seeing a lot of hot spots. Take a look here. Florida breaks a record just 5 hours ago. This was released, it says, for pandemic hospitalizations. Governor Ron DeSantis has resisted mandatory mask mandates and vaccine requirements. Here's another one. The CDC study shows that 74% of people infected in Massachusetts' pandemic outbreak were fully vaccinated. So we're also hearing concerns that this Delta variant is still getting people sick regardless of whether or not they have been vaccinated. And you guys, here's an article from Motley Fool that says Biden administration seems open to lockdowns, which could make a fourth stimulus check necessary. And as I mentioned, I don't think anybody wants a check as a result of more lockdowns. But you guys, I'm going to go ahead and go through these articles, get you caught up on the latest, let you know what's unfolding not just in the US, but we're also going to be taking a look at more lockdowns being implemented across the globe. So this is your update. If you could do me a quick favor, regardless of whether this is what you want to hear or not, if you are appreciative of the fact that I'm keeping you up to date on what's happening, if you could just take a second to help me out by smashing that like button, I would appreciate it. Just takes a second. It really helps me out a ton. Also, leave your comments down below. Love hearing people's thoughts, and be sure to share this out if you think it's going to help out other people. Now, in addition to that, if this is your first time here and you want to stay up to date on all this stuff that's happening, be sure to hit that subscribe button, turn on that notification bell, and come join the Ram fam. Come join the viewing community, and I'll keep you up to date on everything that's unfolding. And I always just will present you the facts so that way you know what's happening. And also, if you got any specific questions that you want me to answer, Instagram at SteveRam3 is the best way to get a hold of me. Be sure to shoot me a DM on Instagram. But you guys, with that being said, let's go ahead and dive into this article and several others so you can get caught up on the latest on potential more stimulus checks and potential more lockdowns, but they have not yet been confirmed. Let's go ahead and dive right in. All right, you guys, so as I mentioned, link in the description below to this article that just came out July 30th, and it says, Biden administration seems open to a lockdown, which could make a fourth stimulus check necessary. Now, it says the Biden administration, they're going to be listening to the CDC, which could mean lockdowns and potentially a fourth stimulus check. Now, in recent days, the CDC, they had changed their guidance on wearing face masks. While the federal agency previously recommended that vaccinated people did not need to wear masks indoors, their updated guidance advises indoor masking for people in high transmission areas, even if fully vaccinated. Now, let me know your thoughts on that. We actually have another article we're going to be looking at in just a second. It's going to be giving a little bit more detail on that. Now, the Biden White House has made it clear that it is standing behind this guidance. And in light of the turnaround, Fox News White House correspondent Peter Doocy wanted to know if further shutdowns could be on the table. Now, during a White House press briefing on Thursday, Doocy noted that President Biden had once said that we are not returning to lockdowns, shutdowns, and school closures. But he also once had said that we're not going to be wearing face masks again once we're vaccinated. He went to ask Principal Deputy Press Secretary Catherine Jean-Pierre. So, if you're listening to the science, if scientists come to you at some point down the line and say, in our opinion, that there should be shutdowns and that there should be school closures, what do you do? And the White House responded, and they made it clear that lockdowns were definitely not off the table, you guys. It says, we listen to the CDC and the experts on their guidance. The CDC is a body that's very well respected, and again, we follow their guidance. Now, with growing concerns about the Delta variant and the White House indicating that it is willing to do what is necessary to take drastic measures to curb the spread of the virus, there's a strong possibility that a forced stimulus check then at any time could come in recent months. Now, it's here, the article says that more lockdowns would almost assuredly mean more stimulus checks. And this is just opinion of this article, so I'm not going to be reading through this, but I would have to say, if you were asking my opinion, I would totally agree that if we went into lockdowns, it would definitely result in more checks. Now, hopefully we don't have to go down that road, but if we do, know that I'll be sure to share with you here on the channel and let you know what's unfolding. Now, we did hear from Dr. Fauci. Take a look at this. This article just came out yesterday, and it says, Fauci says that he expects no new U.S. lockdowns despite surging Delta cases. And it says, Dr. Fauci said that he doesn't expect the U.S. will return to lockdowns despite the growing risk of the pandemic infections posed by the Delta variant. And he said, I think we have enough of the percentage of people in the country, not enough to crush this outbreak, but I believe enough that it is not going to allow us to get in a situation that we were in last winter, referring to lockdowns. However, Fauci warns things are going to get worse as the Delta variant continues to spread. Now, jumping down a little bit in the article, it says the surge in the Delta variant cases is rattling the globe. It says parts of Asia that were previously relatively successful in containing the pandemic, such as the Philippines, Thailand, Vietnam, they are now locking down hotspots. And I've got some articles I'm going to show you on that in just a second. But first, take a look at this. If you want to avoid lockdowns, you may not like the advice. And they're saying vaccinated people, they will need to mask up indoors, kids too, you guys. And the article says to avoid lockdowns, people in the US will have to do things that they don't necessarily want to do, such as wearing masks indoors with gatherings, even if they're vaccinated, and having kids mask up in school, the director of the National Institute of Health said on Monday. Let me know your thoughts on this. They're saying even if you're vaccinated, everyone should be wearing masks indoors. And it says we want to avoid lockdowns at all costs, but that means we're going to have to do some other things that won't necessarily be welcomed by people, said Dr. Francis Collins to ABC Good Morning America when asked how they saw the fall playing out. And those unwelcome things include vaccinated people wearing masks to indoor parties. Now also, it says children, they may need to wear masks in schools so that they're protected from being a source of spreading, something he acknowledged is not popular with kids or parents. But if we want to avoid more severe outcomes that might lead to more extreme measures like lockdowns, we know what we need to do. We just need to do it. Now, take a look here. This is some global news for you. Millions under strict lockdowns in China as outbreak occurs from the pandemic. Fast-spreading Delta variant has reached more than 20 cities in the biggest outbreak in months. Here's another one. Take a look. Vietnam extends lockdowns as pandemic ravages the southern parts of the country. This just came out 2 days ago. And here's another one. Listen to this. Australia tightens pandemic curbs as Brisbane extends lockdowns. Army patrols Sydney. That's right. We're hearing the military is going around in Australia enforcing that lockdowns take place so there is no more of a spread. So you guys, that is where things currently stand with this new Delta variant spreading across the globe. Now, as you saw, there was 122,000 new cases as of Friday. Now, the weekend reports are always lower. That's just the way they collect the data. So we're going to see what comes out for today. Tomorrow, we're going to see, are we pushing even higher or are things starting to pull back? Now, whatever the case is, I'll be sure to let you guys know here on the channel. And also, if more lockdowns are in the future, there definitely will be more stimulus. That would be my opinion, but I'll keep you guys up to date here on the channel to whatever unfolds. And you guys, as always, thank you so much for joining me. Like I said, links in the description below to all the articles. And don't forget, if you made it this far and you haven't already, smash the like button if you appreciate these updates. And if you want to stay up to date on all this stuff and you're not already a part of the viewing community, come and join the Ram fam. Hit the subscribe button, turn on the notification bell. I'll keep you up to date. And if you got any specific questions for me, be sure to shoot them to me in the DM on Instagram at SteveRam3. But with that being said, you guys, hope this reaches you well. I'll catch you in the next video. Remember, 3 p.m. Pacific Standard Time, Monday through Friday, guaranteed videos and also random videos throughout the day as news breaks. But with that being said, Hope this reaches you well. Catch you in the next one. Take care. God bless. This is Steve.